Hello everybody, welcome back to another edition of the TeSys Island Training. I'm your host, Jan Romana, and in this video what we're going to see is the bus coupler model. So let's go to the presentation. So this video what we're going to talk about are different bus couplers that we have. So basically we have, for the moment, today is, this year is 2024 Q1. So we have only 3 bus couplers, okay? And the idea of the bus coupler is to communicate with a PLC or with another system, and then using the port that we have at the top to communicate with the different devices of the TeSys Island. Okay, I'm going to talk about the different devices later. Okay, in this video I'm just going to focus on this one. Okay, so in order to make it work, we just need a 24 volts, the other devices, and then download the application, the configuration that we want. So as I mentioned before, we have 3 different bus couplers. So one similar to the Profinet in terms of the aesthetics. Okay, we have one service port in the top and 2 switches. Okay, and of course we have the 24 volts over there and some LEDs in the front, along with the SD card port that we can use and the QR so we can access to the information about the datasheet information. So on this one over here we have TCP or Ethernet IP. You need to configure which protocol you want to use with the device. Then we have one for Profinet, and then we have one with Profibus, which is this one over here. So you can see I have this DB9 over here, and also the terminal to configure the device. There we go, you can see it. So the reference is quite simple. Okay, so everything starts with TPR. So I like to think it's TeSys product. Okay, and then we have BC for bus coupler, and then the last 3 letters are related to the protocol that we're going to use. So Ethernet IP, that's also valid for modular TCP, Profinet, and Profibus. Okay, so it's very simple, straightforward. Now, some of the characters I already mentioned that we have in the top the 24 volt DC for power supply. Then we have the slot for the ribbon. So we have different equipments that have some kind of ribbon connection that goes into here. Just go unplug it. Okay, good. This one is for reel mounting. You can see here in the back part they have the space for the reel. Depending on the product, we have the Profibus DB9, okay, for the Profibus communication, or we have for Ethernet communication Profibus or Ethernet IP or TCP. We have these 2 ports as a switch, and then in the top we have the terminal port for service and also for the download the configuration that we need to. We have also the possibility to use the name tag here. This black thing, white thing is for the tag, so we can put the tag over there and also access to the QR as mentioned a few minutes ago. So how do we start this? How we can actually do something with the bus coupler and start talking about anything? So basically the first thing that we need is to download SUMOV and the DTM so we can configure the TeSys Island that we want. So this is open SUMOV, create offline project if you want to start from scratch, or you have the EcoStruxure motor control configurator that you can create your own configuration, then open over here, but that I'll explain that later. So just configure and proceed with this and spoil it. So if you're not able to see the TeSys Island over there, it means that you probably have some mode, but you are missing the DTM. Okay, so if you're not able to see the DTM, the TeSys Island, it means that you are missing the DTM. So once you install the SUMOV, if you go in the top right, here you should be able to see the list of the DTMs that you are installed. Okay, the DTM is free, SUMOV is free, just need a registration. Okay, and that's it. So here you can see they have the TeSys Island over here already installed. It's a 241, and I believe it's 242, but don't worry, the moment we don't need to check that. So this is how you open the move with the TeSys island. Then you just create a project offline. The view will depend on how you install the things. Okay, so if we open TeSys island, create, it will create the environment for us to configure the island. So this is the first thing that you see over here. Is just the island. You just need to specify vertical, horizontal, the main voltage, and that's nothing else. Okay, because this is just an overview plans. What is important here is to check the avatar configuration, the protocol. So in my case, I'm going to connect to a bus coupler is over Ethernet IP or Modbus TCP. So Modbus TCP, I select it, you can see that it hasn't changed, but it changed the protocol. If I select Profinet, it changed a little bit, change the protocol. Here, Profibus TP, and change that. Okay, easy, straightforward. So let's go back to the presentation. Don't want to miss anything. So this is something that we need to take care about. If first install SOMove, then install the DTM. Then, as you can see, there is no additional devices. I explain that. So you have here the materials, you don't have anything, and the physical view don't have anything yet because it just opened a simple project without anything at all. Okay. Now, if you go to my avatar, this is what I already explained. Then you have the possibility to change the avatar protocol, and it will change the look and feel over there. Then it's time to configure how we're going to access later. So there is a default IP address for the device. I'm going to check that with you later in a few minutes. But this is how you can change the settings, the IP address. So if we go to settings and select the avatar 4. So if you already saw the previous videos, so basically some of the devices have an avatar. That avatar is like a configuration, like a recipe or something, and it's related to one or multiple devices. In this case, the bus coupler has an avatar called system, and this avatar is just the same device. Okay, so here is where we can specify how it's going to get the IP address, or if we're going to have one fix. So here we can specify the IP address 192.168.1.31. I usually use that one. 255.255.255. 192.168.1.1. As you can see here, every time I have a pen, meaning that I have already modified this, and I need to just click OK in order to validate this information. Here is just a validation of the protocol. Pay attention to 255, which is how to access to this device. Logic controller, if you're going to have a client PLC, I usually left this in 0, but if you want, you can put it here as a controller. Ethernet services, we have SNMP, SMTP, RSTP, RP23, FDR, system settings, okay, force, and we have also the IO port assignation. But in this case, as I don't have any other avatar, I don't see anything. Okay, so let's carry on with the presentation. I don't want to spoil anything at all. So, oh, don't spoil it. Okay, so create a design and project, already show you that. Change the field bus, you see this part already check. So for this, so move, check, check, and check. We can check this out. Good. Now, the devices has a default IP address, so we should be able to connect directly to them. So the default IP address is 10.10.0.1, which is the default IP address, and then the mask address is 255.0.0.0. Okay. The TeSys island as a whole, the island has something called OMT. I believe, I don't remember what it is, operator maintenance something. So basically, if you enter the IP address of the TeSys Island, you should be able to access to this OMT, which is basically the web page or the web server for TeSys Island that allows you to do some of the things similar to the SumUp. Doesn't allow you to make modification of the avatars, change the avatar, but it allows you to make some configuration of the avatar itself. Okay, so if you want to access to that, just need to use admin and Schneider 18, and then on the first login it will ask you to change the default password. So this is the IP address. Now, based on the system that we're going to connect with, we have the possibility to read information from the bus coupler. If you're using modbus TCP, then you just need to use the Bible of everything, which is this third-party block function block. So depending on the protocol you're using and reading this, you should be able to access to the information that you need to. And this document is available in Schneider Electric website. So this is an example of the addresses, how to read the IP address. For example, this device, but if you are reading, then you know which is the IP address, which doesn't make sense, but probably using DHCP or something else, doesn't matter. So this is the information that we got. So, and this is an example how to read information. Just to tell you that I'm not lying to you in this case, I'm using ModScan. So, I didn't want to do that. Okay, so let's connect to the device. So in this particular case, they're going to make a different video how to connect and read and everything, but with connection. So this is the IP address I have with this device. And let me just check something. Okay. 8.1.31. Okay, so I have communication with the TeSys Island. So I'm going to connect to the device, load from the device. So I'm going to overwrite whatever information I had done in this project and upload the actual information from the device. Okay, just read this. And now I'm going to load from the device. Okay, so this is the information I got. So you can see it's connected over here, device synchronized. Try to move this around. So just connected with device is okay. So here you can see firmware update. Okay, which is the actual one, and you have the possibility to server or PC, but these are going to make a proper video how to do that. The important thing is that you need to know which is the DTM that you're using in SumUp, and then the firmware, because there are some compatibilities that you need to do along also, for example, if you're using another PLC. So as you can see, I'm able to connect to this one. Okay, and let's try out this ModScan. Okay, just to show you I'm connected to that device. I'm not lying to you. So here, holding register 255, I'm going to read 4 addresses. It's going to be 64001. I believe I need to add 1. Yes. To connection. There we go. I'm reading something. So here you have the possibility to see. I already done that for us. C0 is 192. 888 is 168. 01 is 01, and 1F is 31, which is the IP address pointed to this device. Okay, and then if we go, for example, to this one, just going to read 13202, 3H system operation force mode, starting bit 1, so is this one, system operational. Okay, so everything's fine, it's working fine. So this is how you can see that you can connect using any PLC. You just need to know the addresses using this. Okay, so this is something that it may happen to you. Okay, so you imagine that you are creating this bus coupler, just don't have anything else connected. Okay, you're trying to download and you probably have this information. So there's a lot of things that may happen. So it could be that the DTM is not the latest one. Okay, you're using latest version, so that happened and I saw it. So always update the DTM to the latest one available. You can check on the software update or go to our website and find the DTM. You just need also to use always the latest move, and just to cover that part. Then if you're going to download to the bus coupler information, I would probably advise to have already configured an avatar. Okay, and then download. Basically that, check configuration of the island and then upload. You can upload, so you can see if you are unable to download, at least upload what is in there to see what is the information, then make the proper modification with the avatar, not just the bus coupler. Okay, as I mentioned over there, not just the bus coupler. Using to read from the device, I already done this part, and I believe that's it for it. So you can see I show in this video the different bus couplers that we have in order to connect to the whole TeSys island. We have model TCP or internal IP, Profinet, Profibus, when we use some move in order to come to, in this case, upload, but you should be able to download the configuration to the bus coupler. I didn't explain that full in this video. I'm going to explain that later, how to download, how to upload properly. This is just an overview of the bus coupler. Okay, so I believe I don't have anything else to say so far about the bus coupler. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I see you in the next one.